Hello, hello, hello. Well, I'm hoping we're live. Oh, let me put my doodahs on. Comment, smashing. It's connecting to our multi-stream destinations. Sounds ever so confusing. And sorry, you're gonna see me finger in your face. Finger in the face. Oh no, you don't want that, do you? That really shows my table off for how messy it is. That's it. That's going to be better. Hello and welcome. Hopefully all the comments will start coming up in a few moments' time. I'm back in my craft room in Oundle. You're like, where am I? I'm working in my craft room. Oh, hello, little Mabel and Lola. I've got two doggies down there currently. I'm in my craft room, although I can't sit down, so I'm going to be standing, but that's okay. Yay, we started. Hello there, I'm Mandy. Mandy's pipped everybody to the post there. Sarah, Helen, Nikki, hello, lovely, lovely ladies. I'm so pleased you joined us on such a nice evening. Hello, our lovely Veronica. Thank you so much for joining us. Hiya, Carol. Lovely to have your company, and yeah, it's really glorious out there. So I did say to Mandy, I wonder if anyone will join us, because when it's nice weather, you know, and I know a few people will be getting ready for footy, because it's Scotland's night, isn't it, at 8, I think. So yeah, I won't waffle on too long, just in case. Oh, there's loads of people. I missed that because I took my glasses off because I couldn't see anything. Now we've got Lorraine, we've got Jim, we've got Deborah, we've got Alison, Debbie, Julie, Maggie, Barbara, Jack, Jackie, we've got Celia, Andrew. Oh my gosh, there's loads of people I can't even keep up. Our lovely Sylvia, hello love. Our Di, hello there, lovely Di. We've got Shelley and Leslie and Diane. Oh, it's so lovely to see you. I know we've got a new launch. It is exciting, isn't it? First time we've ever done a proper launch on here, which is really exciting. And it means, oh, hello, we've got people watching us as well. Can't wait for this collection. Oh, I'm so sorry. Fiona, that's hilarious. You're on that naughty step again, huh? That's brilliant. I must admit, I'm keeping my eye on that's hilarious, right? So I've got the box of samples down there, and currently Mabel has her head in it. She's very intrigued in the finished samples with all the dogs on it. Oh, now Lola's having a look as well, because Mabel did, so Lola has to. Now, Mabel's one of my friend's dogs, Lewis, because he's not feeling so good. So I took her walking with the whole gang. It was hilarious, because me and Tova, and we took her 2 dogs, and then she was walking Willow for her friend, and then I had my 2 dogs, and then obviously Mabel, so we had a gang of 6. Mabel had no idea. She was like, what is going on? She was terrified. But can you hear her? She's a right monkey. She's an all sorts. Shall we show them? Oh, Mabel, what are you up to? Let's show everybody what you look like, because you're beautiful. Come here. Come here, Mabel. Come here. Come here. Oh, that's a good girl. Oh, that's a good girl. Oh, let's show everybody what Mabel looks like. This is Mabel. Oh, you're so pretty, aren't you? Yes, you're so pretty. She's only 1 though, so you're mad as a box of frogs, aren't you? Oh, but she's beautiful. Aren't you a good girl? Aren't you a good girl, Mabel? Right, you keep your head out to that box of finished samples, please. Okay. Okay, baby. Go on, sweet. Lola's well gel. Hello, Lola. Oh, are you jealous? Are you jealous, Lola? Sorry, everybody. I won't be a second. Lola's jealous. I have to say hello to Lola too. Okay, Mabel. Okay. Oh, now she's like, bah, 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 bah. Isn't she beautiful? I had to show her. And yeah, little Mabel. Isn't that a beautiful name, Mabel? So she's absolutely, yeah, she does look like she's got eyeliner on. She's absolutely gorgeous. And she, on the walk, she was really well behaved as well. She stays right close to you. You're a good girl, weren't you? Anyway, that's enough of real life dogs. Let's get on with the launch. I will try and keep my eye on the comments. Now I should play this back later. Could you see her face? Could you see Lola? She was, honestly, she's being really good, but yeah, she does get a bit like, excuse me? It is puppy paradise, but she's got her head in that bloody box of samples again. You are so nosy, inquisitive. A cockapoo. Oh, Mabel's such a good name, innit? I love the name Mabel. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. She's really cheeky though. Right, okay, I'm going to ignore the dogs. Whatever they do, I'm going to ignore the dogs. So let me talk about the new collection. I can hear it rummaging over there. So brand new collection is, of course, Mr. Barghest. I will bring this camera up because this is my overhead. So I'll bring this into shot, but so I can spin it in a second. Boop. But the brand new stamps, obviously from Mr. Barghest, and what I'm going to do is spin this so we can start to see them. Okay, because I won't chat too long. I know I said that last week and then still chatted. But, oh, sorry, this table's a right old mess. I won't chat too long just because I know some folk will want to see footy. Hello there, David. David, how did you craft fair go? You did a craft fair this weekend, didn't you? Did it go well? I hope it was a success for you both. I hope the weather brought people out. One of these days I will come and visit you at one of your beautiful craft fairs. Right, okay, so what have we got, gang? Hopefully you can hear me properly as well, because obviously I've got the camera a little far away. Struggled to find me again, did you? I'm going to have to make sure before I go live I'll share all the links so you can find the links, because theoretically it should be easy, but I don't know. Once I'm here, I'm here. So let me talk you through what we've got. So first of all, these ones are by Sylvia. Yay! Hello, Margaret. Oh, I'm feeling so much better. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was rough as toast last week. Feels so much better. I think I'll give it to, well, actually, I think it's only poor Lewis who's managing to caught it, but yeah, I think everyone else escaped. But yeah, thank you ever so much. I'm feeling miles better. Ready for Glastonbury? Whoop whoop. So yes, this is the first one. Oh wow, you're watching from India. That's exciting. Oh, that's really exciting. Thank you for joining us in India. Oh my gosh, can I show you this? Because look, when I went to India last year, look, this was beautiful. This is Cantha stitch, isn't it? Oh, isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? And I got this and I'm going to do something with it one day. But isn't that just beautiful? I've got a desk full of stuff with bits and bobs, lovely goodness from India. In fact, look, that came from India as well. Sorry, that's with someone's saying I'm watching you from India, and it's like, oh, this came from India. This came from India. And I loved it. I love India. I love India. It's amazing. Okay. So let's crack on, Leonie. Come on, stop getting thingy sidetracked. So stamps. So if you haven't seen them already, these are the brand new stamps from Mr. Barghest. We were meant to obviously put them on Create and Craft, but couldn't because I wasn't so well. In fact, I'm going to show you samples while I chun her on, because actually, or Mandy wasn't so well either, and because Mandy wasn't so well, it meant nothing could really get posted out. So without Mandy, we grind to a halt. So that's why we had to hold it until now. But look at these. I thought, well, I'd show her. I might as well show you some finished samples from Gang, because they've done an amazing job, as usual, of course. I mean, look at that. A lovely scrapbook page. So using one of my stencils, using the stamps all round in the centre as well, which look really cool. That I do believe our lovely Sarah sent that in. That's our Veronica, who of course did that one as well. And our Veronica's sewn that. Isn't that cute? I mean, doesn't that? She's stitched. All that's all stitched. I love that. I just think that looks so effective, and it's really nice because of the texture. It's just so beautiful. But yeah, I love these that she's done as well. She's done like a set of cards as Veronica, all really nice bright cards with the lovely little gang on, which look fabulous. This one's really clever. This from our Sarah, and look, she's done it. She's done a proper, is it from our, yeah, it is from our Sarah. She's done a proper 3D little cat pad. Isn't that clever? And I love how she's taken the roof and made it into like a drawbridge. Really, really cool, innit? And then obviously the cat's right at the front, getting rid of the mice. And I love that she's put his little tail on the outside of the window. I think that's ace. And then there's loads of little extra goodies as well, which I think is really, really cool. I thought it was really important to show you some finished samples because, of course, normally you'd see them on Create and Craft. But, I mean, we will be bringing this to TV, but we have got a really good deal for you, folks. So, what we have done is we brought the full collection, so it's all the little stamps. I love that one. Everybody else has been really good, and it's like, I've won. You've just won a participation, mate. That's it. I really like that. I love that. Moody cat. So we've got the whole range. So it's all the small stamps plus the pet pads by our Sylvia. Plus, you will be getting for free, if you're getting the full bundle, that word stamp, the sentiment stamp. I love that one. And that's mixing up with the stencils. Isn't that lovely? And that's because, obviously, my spelling error last time. I love this. Isn't that cool? Proper 3D. I love that. I think that's really good. King of the Castle. Really, really cool, that. That's so clever. Is our Sylvia made that one? Not sure. I think our Sylvia made that. The ladies, you'll be able to tell me if I'm right or wrong. Love this as well, all the lovely texture. And look, it's a pride pup. Innit? Pride pup with the fabulous rainbow, which is perfect because obviously we've had our Pride Challenge this month, haven't we? That I haven't even done anything with myself, which is really rude. Absolutely rude. Love this one. Because look, she put all the wool round it. Isn't that really cool? The Grumpy Cat's ace in it. The Grumpy Cat is perfect. So, what we've done the whole collection. The whole collection, but we've got to give you 25 quid off, so it's a massive saving, obviously bigger than we'd be doing on TV, so that's really well. I thought that were such a good deal. So yeah, we've done the 25 quid saving, plus of course you're still getting that free sentiment stamp as well. I tell you how much that sentiment stamp's worth, but I can't remember. I think it's $6.99. I might be wrong on the little sentiment one, I can't remember, but it's the first time we've done that size. But obviously I've only done it because I made spelling mistakes in the last one. Aren't the samples brilliant? Look, I'll show you a box. Look how many samples there are. There's tons in there. I'm not going to show them all tonight because of time, and because obviously I better get cracking and do some demos. But aren't they brilliant? Our team, I love seeing what they've made. I think they're absolutely brilliant. Look, when the mice will wear when the cats wear, the mice will play. Brilliant. That's Sylvia. Yeah, of course it is. I can tell Sylvia's writing. That ain't that cool. I love this as well. Sorry, I'm rummaging to make sure I get it. Isn't that good? Look at that. I love this in the background. And then all the little extras. I like that the dog's got the brew on. Look. Isn't that cool? Really cool. Really cool. And obviously, right, I better show you stamps, hadn't I? So that's some of the fantastic samples from our lovely gang. So thank you ever so much, ladies, as ever. It's wonderful seeing what they do. And I want to make a little, sorry, I'm tidying. I want to make a little video, a little VT. Run VT. No, get your nose out. I want to do a little VT showing the finished samples. That's going to be the idea. So this is what the girls have worked with. So first of all, we've got that fantastic pet pad. So obviously this one's designed by our lovely Sylvia, and she's given us the dog house and the cat house. Obviously the cat house is rather palatial. Good word. We've also got your chocky drops, we've got scratch pads, we've got all the little food, we've got mice, we've got the little bed there as well. These ones are together. When I designed them, I didn't mean them to be together, but for some reason the company put them together who make our stamps. But they're easy to cut apart, so I definitely cut those apart. We've also got, look at the scruffy dog. Oh, I'm going in wrong pile. I love him. Let me get him out at right pile, because look at him. Is he not just the best? He's really scruffy. He's really, really fabulous. And some of these we weren't going to actually release on Create and Craft. We might do them as singles, but not in the bundle. So it is the full bundle, and it's a 25 quid saving. But that is only for 24 hours. We're only running it for the 24 hours. So obviously starting now until tomorrow night. Sorry, I'm not talking you through. This one's Take It Easy because he's well chilled out. So he's got his little treats. He's got his little cup of tea there. Posh poo bags. Obviously, darling. Oh, excuse me, I'm yawning at you, how rude. Your cup of tea. And these have got, and you can see there's little gaps there. So he's physically holding them, which is A. So we've got, wasn't me, because it looks like it was him, right? He's chewing the little slippers there. You've got your little footprint there, and paw prints on my heart, because that's what they do, quite frankly. And we've also got on this one, look at his face. Zoomies! He is ace. And I think these remind you of people as well. I mean, see, people are going to look at that and go, oh, I know who that is. Because that will remind you of someone, I'm sure. The lovely ball on the string, you know, that you throw for miles. Get behind me problems. I have no time for you today, because that's exactly it. He is zooming along, no time for any problems. That one's really cute. And I love his little face. Mr. Barghest is such a good artist, isn't he? I love the characters he brings us. Our Sylvia's a good artist as well, because this is Sylvia's, and Sylvia saw the Walkies mill. Isn't that good? So obviously the treadmill for the dog, I think that's genius, absolutely genius. And there's so much you can do with these. You know, there's so many, as usual, the stories that you can tell. Now, of course, oh, wait a minute, I haven't finished with dogs yet, have I? Because, oh, look at him. There's nothing better than a happy dog welcoming you home. I think you're great, because let's face it, that's what dogs do, innit? They just think you're great. Even if you're right ratty, they just think you're great. This one is my favourite. Beautiful. He is so ridiculously cute. And I put my little sentiment there, which I've put in the packaging back to front, so I can't read it to you. But I put the little sentiment there. And I've done it so, if you want to, it could be a background. You know, it doesn't have to be, sorry, I'm rummaging. It doesn't have to be a full sentiment if you don't want to, but it is a little poem. We've then, of course, got the cats. That's your first cat. Well, cute. And his little face again. You've got the fishes. I like that we've got the separate, the stones and stuff separate, because that's really handy for building up. There you go. No, you can't see that better. Sorry, some I've taken out for packaging to do photographs, so they're all upside down, wrong way round. Some of them I've already stamped with, so they're not back in properly either. And then the grumpy cat. Love him. And that one's ha, because the cat's saying that. It's like the slow hand clap, you know what I mean? When it's like, yeah, well funny, untie me now. It's one of those, and then happy days. And the cat's having the worst time, the mice are having the best time ever. So you are getting all of your A7 stamps. So we've got 9 of the A7 stamps. I think that's right, isn't it? We've then got your pet pad, and then remember you're getting your lovely little sentiment. So this is free, and this is to make up, because when I did the spell, you know, the spelling error in last lot, so this is to make up for that. So everybody ordering the main bundle will get this one for free. Okay, so that goes out in with everybody's. And that one, it says things can only get better. What's the worst that can happen? What that could happen? They said. And FFS, Freaky Friday special, or whatever you want it to say, or expletive. And then I'm just peachy, because when I wrote those, That's how I was feeling, because I just found out I made a spelling error and it really irritated me. So it was an FFS kind of day. So that's your freebie if you're going for the bundle. So that's the big bundle, everybody. That's the launch tonight. £25 saving, but that is just for this 24 hours. Obviously they're all individuals, so you can order them individual. We haven't popped tons and tons of stock on the individuals, but so Mandy will keep us posted and let us know stock on everything, because obviously I can't check stock to see how everything's going. But if you do want to get hold of that, the shield on the castle, this is brilliant, I love this. This is inside information from Sylvia. The shield on the castle, so that has on it, so that's KT for Kitty Towers. Yay, thank you, love that one. I like that, Kitty Towers, so you know what that stands for. Love it. Right, shall we do some crafting, gang? Shall we? I really, really hope you like the collection, because I absolutely love it. And it's one of those, as soon as we saw it, it was like, oh my gosh, that is fabulous. I hope you follow Mr. Barghest, because let's face it, he's amazing and he is so prolific. I mean, he creates, and he has created so much artwork. But have you seen his sculpture? His sculpture's amazing. Most of my days are FFS. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I have a lot of them. Currently I am. We're waiting, right? So we go to Glastonbury on Tuesday, meant to be in the camper van. It still hasn't passed its MOT. So I'm big FFSing currently. FFSing all over the shop. Okay, so what I've done, gang, first things first, I've stamped our doghouse on a piece of masking. So I've let it dry so it's ready, and all I need to do is cut this out. Now, it's up to you when you're cutting stuff like this out. It's up to you how much detail you need to cut into it. Because, like, okay, the roof, am I going to be using the roof for masking? Maybe. But am I going to be masking that side? Probably not. There may be some of the sides I might be. So some of these, it might be important to cut them relatively detailed. The edge, that bit, I'm not going to be cutting that too detailed. And I don't really need the bottom to be too detailed. However, inside, yes, that's where I need it really to be the most detailed, because that's where I'm going to be using the mask the most, is for the inside of this. I love masking. I mean, it's such an easy technique, but it's like, it's all but gold, innit? I love it when when I'm doing this with loads of doggies. Every now and again you feel a little nose sniffing back of your legs, and it's like, I don't even know which one it is. Right, so chop that out. I think I can tell by the way that those little paws went down the stairs, that was definitely a Mabel. She can run really fast down them stairs. Okay, so chopping that out first of all. Now while I'm chopping, let me have a little look at the what's this one? Masking proper. Yeah, I know, right? I'm doing it properly this time, Marilyn. I thought, come on, kid, do an actual proper demonstration this time. So that's what I am going to do. Start to finish, actual demonstration. I mean, I say that. I won't be making a card. I wanted to put it in my art journal, but I've left my art journal. I think I've left it at work. Or is it behind me? Hello, little Lola. No, it's not behind me. See, I've put my journal somewhere safe and it's really annoyed me. Little Lola's after attention. Sorry. Well, I'll show you that I'm scratching my dog. Can't ignore Lola, can I? Okay, so that's my proper mask. Okay, so that's my first bit. And then let me just make sure this is actually clean. Don't know what these bits are, so I'll move them. I've got some super smooth card down, first of all. And I'm going to start with our little puppy pad. Let's get that down first of all. So that's going to be my where's my ink pad? So that's going to be my first thingy. Sorry folks, I'm trying to find my ink pad that I had in my hand, obviously, but I've put it somewhere really safe in front of me, which I hate because now I can't see it. Is it under all the stamps? Oh, I'm so sorry, folks. I hate it when I do this because it's very annoying. Right, I can't find the ink that I wanted to use, so I'll have to use brown instead. But that's fine. Okay, so use our top dog. Now, remember with this one, you are getting, it's full A7, but you're getting all your extra stamps as well. Have you seen my poodle? No. Oh my gosh. Have you seen my poodle, my pink day contribution? No. Where's the poodle? Is it one of the finished samples, Sylvia? Is it the finished sample, or have you put it online? I haven't seen it. I don't think I've seen the poodle. Oh my gosh, I need to go and have a little look. Yes, yeah, I got it right, Monday, 25 quid 7. I'll have to look at Sylvia, because I can't remember seeing the poodle. This is terrible. Okay, so this is stamped like an absolute treat. Beautiful, really, really clear, really, really crisp. You've got all those extra goodies on as well, so you can really build up the scene. But remember, these are going to match wonderfully with some of those other fantastic things that we've got from Mr. Barghest, like the monsters. I mean, it doesn't have to be a dog home if you don't want it to be. It can belong to the monsters. The choice is yours. You know, it's whatever pad you need it to be. So let's look. I've seen the poodle on the FB page. All right, fabulous. Right, I'll have to have a little look. No, I've been that busy. I haven't had a proper look, but I will have a look. Thank you, Sylvia. Yesterday, well, it's been one of them. I've been trying to get ready. Today I've been trying to get all my bits bought for the glass door, but we're not knowing what we're doing if we're in a van or if I'm camping. I can't really get my head proper in gear yet, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. It's very confusing. Right, I'm gonna have to, oh, he's one of my favourites, but he's also my favourite, and he's basically any dog that looks a bit scruffy, it's my favourite, isn't it? It's absolutely my favourite. I tell you what though, right, I tell you what I'm gonna do, because I think, like dogs, I don't know about you, but my dogs, like, they'll bark at a cat. If they see a cat, they're gonna go ballistic. However, if a cat, let me move this a bit closer, if a cat was in their house or was in their dog house, they'd be terrified. There's no way they go near it. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, all right then, you own that then. Yeah, that's yours then. So I think the cat is going to be sitting in here in the shadows, because it is a cat, obviously. So it's being a bit sneaky. He's in the pet pad in the dog house, and the dog can't go in because he knows the cat's in there. So let me just, I'm not inking it all up because I'm not stamping it all. I just want it so it's kind of like that. Okay, so the lovely thing about having the mask, of course, when you've got the mask in place, it's only going to stamp where the gap is. I've inked it up. I'm hoping I've inked it just far enough down as well. Yes, I have. So the little cat, I love that. So the little cat's going to be inside. And so I was going to put the tail coming out there, but that would mean that it had a real long tail and it would come out the window. But I really like that because he's there, and it almost looks like he's kind of opened the door, doesn't it? As though to say hello. And does anybody want to come in? And the dogs have all just shot off, haven't they? Because they're all terrified, like so. And I love doing this because you're making up the story, aren't you? You're creating your own story. I mean, obviously, this one has seen the cat, Zoomies boy, and he's off. I mean, he is absolutely not staying anywhere close. He's like, meow, gone. So let's put our fabulous little Zoomies. So little Zoomies is out of there because he's seen that cat and he's like, no. Cats are scary. Yesterday, oh my gosh, I was going picking up Mabel, and there were a cat and it would not move. I don't know if anybody remembers our Paula when there were a cat that used to come surround her house all the time. Patchy. Does anyone remember Patchy? You will do. Well, anyway, oh, my comments, sorry everybody. I couldn't see comments then because I hadn't scrolled down. Well, anyway, it was Patchy. So Patchy were there. I was trying to walk past with my two fools, and they were both going mad at Patchy, and it would not move. That cat were having none of it. It was just like, not going nowhere. And my two were going mad. It was like, oh, come on, do me a favour, dog, cat, move. But no, wouldn't shift. Right, now then. Now that, no, I don't want it facing that way because I want it facing in. Because we've got the other one zooming off. So this one I need facing in. Okay, because that one's looking as though to say, uh-oh. So as our zoomy one's flying off, this one's more chilled, more like, well, I think it's going to be okay. So this one's here, like so. See how cute is this one. So let's stamp him here, about there. Now I'm going to have him. I'm not going to have him. Feels like there's something under there. I'm not going to have him coming into this vicinity. I don't want his face to hit the mask because, let me just, yeah, there was something under there. Because if his face hit the mask, then it'd look like he were disappearing behind the kennel. And I don't want him behind the kennel. I want us to be able to see him. And I think he's just so ridiculously cute. I'm really hoping I didn't move it. Oh, I did move it a bit. Can you see? I moved it a bit. But actually, it's give it kind of it almost looks like I've coloured it in. So I can kind of get away with that because I haven't messed up his eyes. So it's not too bad, is that? That's because I moved it because there was a lump there. So I moved it and give him a little bit of a shadow. But it's okay, is that one? That's not too bad. But I mean, if this were going on a card, it'd be a huge card. But I think that's what you kind of do with these, don't you? Because you can either make really teeny tiny little cards. They're perfect for small cards. Or you can go for it. You know, you can make really nice big cards. Now, let's start just decorating because we've got loads and loads of little extras. So I'm going to put the rip slipper. So that's going to be down here at the front because that's what he's been playing with because that's really, really cute. We get inundated with cats after our little birds. Yeah, that is the problem, innit? They are real, yeah, they're really naughty. Mind you, so are my dogs, to be fair. My dogs are terrible for hunting little mice. Oh, they're terrible, they're terrible. They still, I mean, they do eat them, so at least they don't feel like they're wasted. But, oh, I mean, it's the universe laughing in my face, isn't it? Because I'm vegan. And it's like, you couldn't make it up. I've never had dogs like mine. It's like, for goodness sake, girls. But yeah, I suppose at least they eat them. But yeah, it's horrible, innit? The cats are just, they are, and they're good hunters, aren't they? Aren't they? Look, isn't that cute? I will put more bits on because obviously there's that many stamps. Why would I not? Like on this one, for starters, you've got all these little elements. So I'm going to use some of these. And I did snip these off. I did actually cut into these last time, but if you missed that one, let me show you. So I don't know if you can see, but there's 3 little mice on this one. So to cut them, to make sure they're separate stamps, it's dead easy. All you're doing literally is just chopping them, and you're just being careful not to chop, you know, a tail or a head off. So just make sure you're going in between the stamps. But yeah, when they were made, they should have been separate, should those, but unfortunately manufacturer put them together. So, but it's easy enough. And now we've got 3 separate little mices, like so. What am I going to put? So I'm going to put his little bone. So all the dog's gubbins are going to be round here. So the cat might have taken over, but all of this belongs to the lovely little doggy. So put his bone there, like so. We might pop his little, what else shall we have? I kind of fancy something in there for the cat. I think the cat might have, let's have a see. I feel the cat might have decorated the place. You know, it's only been there 5 minutes, but it's already decorated the place with so you can just see kind of the fish in the background there, I reckon, because, you know, cat's moved in. And it's moved in, that's it. Right, okay, I'm happy with that. If you're happy with it, what you need to do is just peel this off. Have a little look round though, because like this front area, this looks quite empty. And within the stamps, you've got a lot like your little extra stamps that are great for adding adding grounding. So you've got, I'm looking around, like that one. That one's a cracker for grounding on the cat one, because it's got the stones on the bottom. That one's a grounding stamp as well, which is really, really cool. Let me see. Bring in frogs. Oh, see, they bring in the frogs, the cats. Do the cats bring frogs in? Oh, poor little frogs. I love frogs. I used to have frogs, you know, that used to come into my house when I lived in London. It were really, really weird. My dogs absolutely ignored them. Right, I'm using this one, and I used this one last time as well, because this is a cracker, because it's got a bit of grass on it, and it's really, really good for grounding and for just adding a bit of detail. So adding a bit of detail to the ground. So wherever it is, you can just add a tiny little bit of detail. And rather than things just floating, it looks like things are grounded. It needs to be on a bigger block, really. So just stick that on a bigger block, like so. And I do apologise if I'm not reading all your comments. Once I'm crafting, I don't look up that often. There, I'm happy with that. There are, and I mean, I could go through all our lovely stamps, because the lovely thing is with Mr. Barghest is give us that many stamps throughout the collections that allow me to build, allow me to build those scenes. So do have a little look at all the old stamps that you've got, because you'll have flowers, you'll have all sorts that'll mix and match with this. Now, I'm happy with that. I'm going to take the little mask off. Now, with the mask, look, boom. And I love that, because as soon as the mask comes away, yes, it tells a story, doesn't it? Which looks really, really cute. Oh my gosh, Dad! The cat once brought home someone's Sunday joint. That's hilarious. That's really, really funny. Now, that cat was not daft. That cat was like, I ain't going wasting time killing stuff. I'm going getting something that's already cooked and sorted. That's brilliant. Absolutely hilarious. And we used to have a cat called Sam, actually. And he used to raid he tried to raid the oven and get out when I think Mum were cooking a chicken or something. And the days gone by, and he tried to raid the chicken. I mean, that did not go down well at all. Mind you, Dave the dog, he tried to do it with my sister. I think he did. I think he pinched the turkey. And my sister's he didn't like Dave. How could you not like Dave? Dave was one of the friendliest dogs in the world. Okay, am I going to use this, or am I changing my mind with this? I'm changing my mind because, I'll tell you why I'm changing my mind. I'm changing my mind because I haven't dug loads of inks out. And I'm just looking round now, right, thinking, where's all my inks? What were I going to do? Because I've got colouring in pencils and stuff, but no inks. So what I'll actually do is, let's live dangerously and see what mists I've got, because I know I've got some medium mists, but I'm not quite sure what they are. So I'm going to move that a little minute and just see. I mean, if they're the wrong colour, I ain't going to be, oh, that's good. That's a really nice light, very light green is that one. There you go. See, that is a lovely thing in it, Veronica. When you've got dogs, it does tend to keep the cats out of the garden. Yeah, when I go to Mum's, there is a cat, and it's not that scared of my mum's dog, but when my two zoom in, yeah, it makes, I tell you, it's a hasty retreat. It is quite lucky, is that? Yeah, cats are really naughty for going to toilet in other people's houses, aren't they? I've noticed that. They're cheeky, aren't they? They don't care. Right, that's a bit too green, so we don't want green for the background. Because, I could at the bottom, couldn't I? I could put, but yeah, I'm not gonna, because I've got other stuff I can be using. So I'll stick that up there. So what I'm gonna do instead, let's get my pencils out. and my pens, because at least I know where they are. So first things first, I should spin it again, shouldn't I, when I'm rummaging? Because let me spin it when I'm rummaging so I can see you all. There you are. Hi there. I can read a few comments as well. The link's not working. Oh, Armandi, please could you share the link again? And if you hopefully the link will work then. If you want though, if you go on to, there we go, that's our website at the bottom there. Hopefully you can read that. So it's just artinspirations.co.uk. If you go onto our website, it'll be on homepage, and it is the full bundle that we've got for the discount, and it is only for the 24 hours, so thank you so much. Real scaredy cat plants, is that a thing? What are scaredy cat plants? Just go to continue shopping. Oh, you go shopping, David. No delivery drivers to I bet. Like your t-shirt, good innit? It's obviously thingy, Bad Apple. Love this one. From Threadless Designs are called. I really like them. Grated coal tar soap. Well, I didn't know that. Did you enjoy the foos? Oh, Vanessa, they were fabulous. Yeah, we had a really good time. And I tell you what, the weather gods were smiling down at us because it was lovely. Although I think that's where I really got my cold. But yeah, they were really good. Is Dave Grohl not like the nicest man in the industry? Oh, I've stopped crafting to chat. But yeah, he's lovely, isn't he? Oh, Anne, I'm so pleased. Thank you so much, Anne's hubby, for buying the full collection. Oh, that's so lovely. Thank you, everybody. I have no idea how it's going. I obviously can't look, so we can't give you, well, our man will be able to have a little look how it's going, but I don't know, like, for stock updates. I can't give you stock updates. Hopefully, I will be able to eventually get another sort of iPad set up as well, so I can actually look and give live stock updates, because it's funny, isn't it, like when we're at work, rummage while you're talking about it. Oh, sorry, little girl. When we're at work, the stock updates are annoying. Oh, there's a Mabel. But they are rather handy. Hello, baby. Hello. Oh my gosh, you want some? Oh, hello, no. Can't do one way or the other. But yeah, really annoying, but they are also very handy because it does mean we know where we're up to. Now, yes, I know. Oh, are you going to help? She's like, oh, attention. I know, Mabel. You're... That's not helping at all. But I feel that we have to have you say hello, because obviously it's all about dogs, isn't it? Yeah, it is. You're very nosy. Ain't she ridiculously beautiful? You're so pretty. You're so pretty. Go on, down you go, sweetheart. I know, that's it now. Go on, good girl. Go on, you. That's enough. She just wants to get on telly, doesn't she? She really does. She's there again. Come on, down you go, Mabel. Good girl. No, down. See, the problem is when I'm talking, she obviously thinks I'm talking to her. So, right, okay, let's spin you round again. So, let's get and do some more crafting, shall we? She's gorgeous. She's absolutely gorgeous. She really is. She's an absolute star. Little Lola. Oh, you're beautiful too, Lola. I know. Anyway, sorry. Oh, it's too easy, isn't it? It's too easy to get, I get all thingy. It's like, oh, what am I doing? I get to sidetrack, that's the word. Okay, there we go. Loving Mabel. She's really quite loving the, she's really loving the getting the attention, I tell you. Okay, so I'm using, now I don't use these often, my art bars, and these are absolutely beautiful from Derwent. They're one of those products, they are quite a purchase, to be fair, but they're really beautiful. They're kind of, in fact, let me show you what they are. Where's my lid gone? There we go, the art bars. Yeah, water soluble wax bars. They're really, really interesting because it's water soluble. They've got because it's wax. Sorry, they've got a really interesting texture because it's water soluble. However, look at them paws. Look at that nose. Because it's water soluble, they allow you to create texture, but then you can start to move the actual colour as well. So they're quite nice to work with actually. I like things like this, and you can see the texture. They look really, really pretty, don't they? Look really quite cool. And it means like I can make really nice marks and stuff like that. So first of all, we're going for, it's a bit more tricky working because I'm having to stand up. Whinge. So let's go for the base. Now because it's water soluble, I can start blending that colour out. Hello girl. I know. Mabel, you're not helping me in the slightest. I can start blending that colour out. She's so funny. There we go. If she could, her head would be here, wouldn't it? You know it. If she could, in fact, look at that. She's really trying. Mabel, get down, sweetheart. She's getting away with murder. You are. Yes, you are, lovely little lady. She makes me giggle. She was so funny. Mabel, will you get down with your big paws? She got some big paws on you, haven't you? See, and look how rich they go. When it hits water, when it hits something that's already wet as well, they go really nice and intense. They do remind me a little bit of the intense bars. Okay, so, okay. Oh, that one's not moving. So, getting that to move a little bit. So, we've got a little bit of colour there. Now, Mabes. Okay, that's cool. So, we've got a background. We've got a little bit of surface going on, first of all. We'll also create just a little bit of colour here. And this is, no, Mabel, come on, down. I'll have to use in a minute. I'm going to have to start using my serious voice, not my playful voice, aren't I? Mabel, no, down now, Mabel, no, good girl, go on, good girl. See, you have to use serious voice, don't you? Right, okay, so just mixing this up. I'm hoping that's not too dark. I've put that on and now I'm worried that it's going to be too dark. Now take that. I must admit, this, I said it was super smooth, but it isn't working like I wanted it to. So I might have been better working, oh, this is rubbish too. I might have been better working on, sorry, I'm looking for a better water brush now. I might have been better working on watercolour cardstock because the super smooth isn't moving properly like I wanted it to. You know, sometimes it just doesn't quite do what you need it to do, does it? And when you've scribbled all over the place, you really need it to move. Come on, water brush. There, okay, that's a bit better. There we go. Now we've got some movement. Yeah, can you see it's not moving properly though, like it should be doing? No, I don't like that. Can you see? Well, I've made a right pig's ear of that, haven't I, everybody? Have you discontinued? Oh, that's a shame, because they're really nice. Not on this cardstock, they're not. But they're really nice. See, some of it moves, but not much. I'll blend what I can, and then I'll have to rescue that later. Because that's not blended like I need it to. So the cardstock, yeah, I'm going to show you because it's reacting. Can you see? It's reacting, and rather than, can you see how it's going all blobby instead? I'm fine. Do you know what? I must have had a bit of a bad batch recently, because I'm finding that it's doing this. It's not reacting like it's meant to. Then you know what it's meant to do. You know what your card is meant to do, and it's not meant to be doing that. So But I did this last week. Were it last week or week before where I had to... It was last week, weren't it, where it went wrong and I had to chop it all up. Don't panic. This is the thing, if it goes wrong, it's not a problem. We'll colour in the rest of it though, because that bit I can colour in and that bit will be fine. I was looking for my pencils, but I haven't got my pencils. But that's okay. We're going to use my lovely pens. Sorry folks, I'm balancing things precariously, which is never what we want. Okay, let's get my beautiful pens. So first of all, let's start bringing in some of these colours. Oh yeah, I can feel this card just isn't working. It isn't. Maybe I've picked up some of my old stuff that isn't my proper super smooth, because that's horrible. So I'm going in with just little flicks first of all, just to build up that colour. Okay, I hate colouring when I'm standing up and hovering over. Doesn't feel comfortable. I like colouring in when you sat down and chilling out. That's the best. There we go. And what I love about these characters as well, because it is, you know, our lovely animals, so you make it so they belong to you, don't they? So, you know, you add all the... Oh gosh, I forgot I'm on the hoverhead. You add all the colours that make it so you recognise them, so it's your dog or whoever you're sending the card to, so it's their dog. There we go. So building up that colour. It is water soluble, but actually considering the mess that made, I do apologise, it's going to be a rubbish demonstration, but at least the masking went well, so that's good. So just building up those lines like so. And just building up this one. So just lovely little lines, and that adds texture. It builds up the colour, but it obviously adds texture. I do apologise everybody. She won't stop. She's being very, very insistent, so I bet you can hear her. Yeah, you can't not hear her, can you? I don't know why. It's funny because she'll go quiet and then all of a sudden it'll be like, aha. She's got herself wedged in, I think. Have you got yourself wedged in? I'm not going to talk to her though, because she'll just get giddy again. There we go. There she goes. There, and then let's do his little snout. Mabel, down. No. No. See, I'm going to have to get my serious voice on. Not that works. She's a little bugger. She doesn't really know what serious voice means, I don't think. She's blinking gorgeous though, so she gets away with it. She did actually go in the water, only a little bit, but she even went in water. So I mean, it was such a warm day, so it was nice just to cool down a bit when we went walking. But it was really cute. And then me and Tova were in water, we paddled, and she was looking at us. I was like, oh my god, I can't possibly go in again. And Indy, she disappears. She goes in water herself, does Indy, but she always thinks that one of us are going to throw her in, because in past that might have happened. So now she's like, I ain't going anywhere near it if you two are close to that water. And she skedaddles. And there we go. So just building up that texture. So can you see what's that? Well, I don't know if you can see actually, because the lighting's not that great. When I get back from Glastonbury, I'll be back up north, and normal service will resume. Normal service in my proper room and proper nice demos, I do promise. I know last couple of weeks haven't been brilliant, but I must admit, when I'm not in my proper room, I find it a bit more difficult to work. Do you get like that? I find it irritating. Do you know what I mean? She's joining in. Yeah, she is joining in. She's gone downstairs now to irritate the girls downstairs. Yeah, she's a sweetheart. But yeah, I find, me it just doesn't, I can't just work the same when I'm not at home. Right, so, well, when I'm not at my mum's. It's when you're not comfy, isn't it? So just pop in a little bit of pink. So I'm not colouring in solidly, you know, like you can see from that, it's just little flicks. Because of the cardstock, because the cardstock, it isn't quite as robust as my normal card that I'd use. It hasn't got it's not taking the moisture as much, so I know if I hit it, and this is you have to be careful with cards you're actually working on. If hold on a minute, Sylvia fell into a canal. Oh my gosh, obviously not Sylvia Allen fell into a canal, I presume. This is your dog, I presume, Vanessa. Otherwise, it's like, oh, Sylvia, did you? Yeah, the cardstock. If your cardstock is like this and it's acting up, then do be careful with putting too much colour on. Like if I oversaturate this, and I can feel it, I can feel that the card is, the colour is, it's sitting on the cardstock. Do you know what I mean? And you can feel the colour sitting on, so it's not taking that colour properly. I mean, that moved quite well, but even so I can still feel it. So it's not reacting how I want it to react. So I'm definitely not oversaturating these. I would much prefer to be able to put these on with water, and add water to it, but because of the cardstock, I'm too nervous to do that, because even that it's just drunk it. So I don't, this isn't my normal super smooth. I thought it was, I'll be dead honest with you, but it's just drinking it. So yeah, you have to be really careful when you've got card like this, because when you're trying to colour in, it just doesn't work the same. Does it sound like someone blaming the tools? I know, right, doesn't it? I'm not, governor. I am. I'm completely blaming my tools. But it's true, because it makes a difference. When you found a good cardstock, you need to stick to it. But you also have to hope you haven't got a bad batch. But you know how it is. In your craft room, you've got all that, so much different stuff. It's all in different sections and it all gets mixed up. Now, let me just pop that in there as well and get a bit closer, like so. So hopefully you can see. What's that little girl's doing? I can see them little girls in the back garden. So I've put that nice and light, and then I'm going to go in with a slightly darker colour and just add lines. So this is adding all that lovely texture. So I don't want to just colour him and it be a really smooth finish, because it's a scruffy dog. So we can't have a smooth finish, can it? I mean, that'd be wrong. That'd be rude. And thank you everybody who has been sharing things on the page, our Creative Art Inspirations Creations page. It's absolutely brilliant seeing what you've been doing. I need to check on it this week because I haven't really had proper look this week. But thank you ever so much. And I think we deserve to give Our Lovely Di, or I should say Our Lovely Di deserves a big thank you as well for running it, because I know I added all these things. I'm like, can we have like albums for this and albums for that and albums for, it's like there's an album for every day a week nearly, isn't there? So thank you ever so much, Our Lovely Di, because you're doing a great job. And yeah, we're so pleased our Mandy's back feeling okay and can get all the parcels out. I tell you, between us, it were a bit of a bad week last week. And like, we're hundreds of miles apart, so we weren't sure in the germs. Mine were just a cold though, from the good old concert. I feel that because I'm small, because everybody stands over me, I just get like, bombarded with all these like germs. That's my theory when people are singing. There we go. So just building that up, and see how scruffy and fabulous it looks. If you put the lighter colour down first and then work with the darker colour over the top, you'll start getting that really lovely colour. You're still going to have to ignore this mess that's going on. I will sort that out. And it's one of them again. It's see, now that's light, isn't it? On there it looks really light. But look at that. Doesn't it bug you when they do that? It's like, are you having a laugh? That does not look anything like that. Oh, look at this, folks. You know how I said I thought I was on super smooth? It's not at all. It's a pearlescent cardstock. There you go. Oh, thank you, Di. Well, I tell you, it's stuff I couldn't do. That's why, folks, it's not the card I wanted, because it's the wrong card. So there you go. Hooray! I understand now. That's why it's rubbish and it's not working properly. It's because it's not meant to do this. I'm trying to make it do things it's not meant to do. So it is completely user error. I did think, I thought, oh, how can I? Because I'm sure the other week I picked up card and it weren't working proper. And I thought, I've done this again. It's me. Picking up the wrong card. There we go. I tell you what though, doesn't it show what a difference it makes? And it really, when you're working with it, you can really feel the difference. Like you can feel the way it reacts or doesn't react. It's horrible. Am I right in thinking the sentiment set comes free? Yes, lovely Lynn. The sentiment set, everybody who orders the full set of stamps will get the sentiment stamps free. So yeah, you're completely right, lovely Lynn. That is absolutely what's happening. You'll all be sent that for free. Yeah, so you don't even need to worry about trying to remember to put it in your basket or anything like that. It will be in your parcel when you get that full set. And it is to make up, because I made the error with the spelling. So if you're not ordering the full set and you're like, oh yeah, but I still want that one because I've got, because I got the one that were wrong, then just let us know. We will send it you. So if you're not ordering the full set, but obviously you bought the other ones before with the spelling mistake, then please let us know if you're not ordering full set and we'll send it you. But we thought, well, a lot of people will probably, they're probably collectors, but that's why we're sending it free. But we also thought, well, at least we can still send it out anyway if you're not. So you're not missing out there. Oh, I love him. He's so ace. Right, I am going to colour this in. I tell you what, though, it's one of those where it feels like, because... I wish at this point... Now, this is when I really wish I had my pencil crayons, because when you've got big surface areas and your cardstock isn't working properly, it makes it a bit more nervy. Do you know what I mean? Because your cardstock is yucky. And with felt tips and any kind of a pen, felt pens, when your cardstock is just soaking that ink straight in, that's when you're more likely to get sort of blotches and unsightly lines and things. So I'm really being mindful with this. So what I'm doing, I'm dragging that ink across. These have got a really nice big tip, so I'm making sure I'm dragging that ink across, and actually I'm making the card work to my advantage, because it's bad cardstock, or it's not bad cardstock, it's just not designed for this. It's me using it for the wrong purpose. It's not the card, it's absolutely the user. So I'm using it for the wrong thing. But what I'm making sure when I'm dragging this across, anywhere that I go back over it, I know it's going to intensify that ink, because it's not blending, it's just drying. So what you want to do is make sure you try and get a full line of colour across, so you're not having to sort of keep going back over and over it, because that'll just overwork that cardstock. But with this, I'm making sure that if I do need to go back over, then that's cool anyway, and it'll just give me that really nice strong line there, like there. See, can you see that, how strong it is compared? But it means I can create shadows. So I'm pretending that I'm happy that I picked up the wrong cardstock there. So I'm just going back over adding extra lines like so, and then actually that looks okay. I'm not too fussed about that. That's not bad. And then just going in. I mean, it means with things like this, you can't be doing any fancy. I hope you can hear me. I've only just thought, because I'm on the floor now. I'm actually on the, I'm kneeling down. So that's why I hope you can hear me. But yeah, so under here, for instance, now, because I know that cardstock isn't going to blend or anything, so I know here, if I just go under there, that's actually going to give me a drop shadow. So actually, you can make it work to your advantage. But yeah, don't overwork it. So again, I'm following the wood grain as well, because that works. So follow the actual pattern of the design. So just bringing it round like so. And a bit of extra there and there, and maybe just extra around there. Again, just to create. Look, oh, that's okay. Don't worry about this background. We're going to chop it off in a minute. Oh, here she comes. Oh, here she is. Now, let me see before. Now, the grey's really. Oh, good grief. What was that, Lola? Oh, Lola's telling her off. She got proper told off there. Okay, that grey. Now, the grey's the dodgy one as well. So I want to go grey in this background like this. But, again, if I keep going over and over it, that grey is going to be quite intense. Again, normally, I wouldn't... This would be something that would make me a bit nervous doing with these pens on this cardstock. So I'm going to do the small areas first. And then the big areas, I'm going to use as much as a pen as I can. And just whip over it like so. So, oh my gosh, everyone, right. So I'm sat down and I've got my legs behind me and she's sat on my legs now. She's so funny. Oh, I'll never be able to stand up. So it means Kings, oh no, no girl. No, down. So getting as much surface area because I can see the stripes in it. Can you see the stripes in there? But actually, I'm not too worried about that. That's okay, because at least it's not a flat colour, you know. So the graininess, it looks quite. I'm gonna go for the graininess is the texture we're after. So actually, I'm okay with that. Now the other thing I'm going to do with this is dots. Again, when you've got cardstock that's not playing. And yet it's one of those, I mean, obviously if you're at home, you just start on a new project, but would you? You know, when you've, oh, what's she done now? When you've got, oh, nothing, she's gone. Hello, Lola. When you've got this far on your project, the chances are you won't want to start again. You'll want to finish it. So it's sort of using your skills to actually work with what you've got, isn't it? So your little dots are great because again, dots aren't going to overflood that cardstock, but it'll allow me to add texture whilst getting the colour in, but not adding too much to it, so it's not too intense. I need to stand back up again before my knees go. There, that's cool. And then what we'll do is give him green eyes, obviously, because it's a little pretty card. So give him a little. I tell you what, folks, this is not one of my best, is it? It's pretty rubbish, is that? Oh, right, so I'm going to save it. I'm not worrying, I'm going to save it. You love it. Oh, I'm so pleased someone said they're loving it. Oh, no, you're loving something that Tracy said. What did Tracy say, please? I missed it. I'll have to go back. I always say this. I always say, I'm going to go back and I'm going to read all your messages, and I never have time. And I really want to as well, but then, you know how it is. Before you know it, something else has happened. See, I'm doing dots here as well. Now, these bits where I went over the lines, which I do all the time, those won't blend in because the cardstock is not for this job. it means they're not going to blend. So again, we have to find ways of actually working with it. So if we do loads of dots, so your pointillism is what's going to work on this instance. So I'm going to take the bigger end of pen and start just blending that through. So your pointillism will add colour, but not too much. So just bringing that in at the front. And it's quite nice because it does add a little bit, it has that texture. There we go. So just bringing that round to the front. And actually, I'm getting too bored. Too bored to do that. It's a great idea, but I haven't got the patience for it. Not all along. Do it there though. There we go. I actually think they might be playing together now. I could hear some little paws. Oh yeah, they're outside barking at the moon. There we go. Now what do I think of that? Do I like it or do I hate it? Just blend that in a little bit maybe. Pop a little bit of blue on there. Like so. Scribbly, that's better. That's better. Okay, now I bet I haven't got a white gel pen. Oh, that's annoying. Because white gel pen, when with this, that would make everything okay. No, I haven't. My craft room, folks, I tell you, it's all over the place. Right, saving this. We're literally going to do you love it? Oh, I've fallen out with it, but we've got a saviour. Because what I can do is, let's zoom out, nod in. Yep. Oh, way too much. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to save this awful background, right? Because, to be fair, now I'm looking at that background, it's not really horrendous, is it? It's not like the worst I've ever seen. So maybe I could save the background. Maybe it's not quite as bad as it seems. Because yeah, it's not the worst background I've ever seen. Have I got white paint? So the way I'd save this is, and I was trying to find gesso, but I can't find gesso. I've got some old ivory. So because I know that ink isn't going to work on this, right? My ink is just going to make everything worse because of the way it's reacting with the cardstock. So obviously, if your ink ain't going to work, then you're going to be turning to your paint. Right, I just need to know I can put water in from here. So, because I know I'm not going to use watercolour paints because I know that they're just going to go, get soaked into there immediately. But if I just take a little bit, so I've got some paint and I've just smushed it into my paintbrush. Oh, old ivory, that's more creamy than I wanted it to be. Do you know, sometimes, folks, it does make me giggle because I start something and when you look at what you're doing and then like inside you go, oh good grief, what is that? And it does make me laugh when it's on telly. Sometimes hopefully I'm always honest, and if it goes wrong I say that's awful. But it does, sometimes it just goes wrong, and I tell you what, folks, this is one of them times. Now I'm trying to rummage because now I want some white, and I cannot find for the life in me anything white on this darn counter. I've got more old ivory because I know you've all heard my excuses, haven't you? You've all heard my excuses that everything's up north, but it's all up north, which is very annoying when I'm down south trying to do things. Sorry folks, I'm rummaging, which you can probably tell. I'm rummaging because I know there's paint there. Just bear with, gang. I can see it. I can see the paint. I will get the paint, and there will, I hope, be white in here. Oh wow, I tell you what I've got over here. I've got old Art journals. I haven't seen this in ages. Look at that beauty. That's an old one. Look at that. Barbecue scenario. Oh, do you remember that? I love finding old books and like trying to remember what and when. I like that. Okay, is this a barbecue scenario? Right, now I'm trying to find white paint in all of this. Is there white paint or is there not even white paint in all of this? Please, that's multi-surface. Oh, do you know what? I will end up, I'll just have to end up giving up once. How can I not have any white paint? It's very annoying, folks, because I don't think I haven't even got gesso. How can I not have gesso? Oh, wait a minute. Search isn't over yet. Might be some here. Oh, sorry, folks. This is the most boring life, isn't it? When Leone is spending half her time rummaging for white paint. It's not an exciting life. Is that one? Yes. We have white paint. Oh, folks, I am so sorry. Right, come on, Leone. Is it white? Good grief, don't say. Off-white. I'm cursed tonight. Tonight, folks, I'm not meant to create anything with white on it. So I'm just going to have to accept that. Is that... Oh, that's a bit better. At least it's not cream. Right, okay, let's get that background gone. So, phew. Right, if you've created a background like that, so if your cardstock, if your ink is really not reacting well, okay, your paint will cover it. And this means now, anything like that, anything that's gone wrong like that, we can cover. Now, obviously, the big areas like so, I bet so many people have given up. I do apologise. The nice big areas like that, I'm going in with the heavy paintbrush. When I get to the areas where it's more detailed, that's when I'll come in with a lighter paintbrush. So now, take your smaller paintbrush and then start going in with those details. Now, the lovely thing with this, I don't need to, if I don't want to, try and get complete coverage. So obviously seeing some of that blue wouldn't be a bad thing, or having the texture, you know, having some texture from the actual paint would be quite nice as well. So I'm just going to come in and start to add this down here to this background. See, that round there wasn't too bad, but because of the colour, I want it to match. There we go. And I'm not going right up to him. Oh, sorry, that was probably just my head. I'm not going right up to him because I don't want to mess up all the texture. And in the sky, I'm going to keep it. You can kind of see the texture in the sky. Can you see all that texture? And that looks kind of cute. Oh, the dogs can hear the next door neighbour. Oh, that's hilarious. They're all standing at the gate listening. So you can see all this. It almost looks like clouds. So now, folks, this is when we pretend that this is exactly what we wanted to do. We wanted to create clouds and texture in that beautiful sky. So it wasn't a mistake. It was on purpose. So just coming back round. I won't do all of that because I bet I've wasted so much time with you guys because I've been faffing, haven't I? So I do apologise. Tonight's live was not one of my greatest. But we all have to have dodgy lives, don't we? We all have to have things that don't go 100%. It is frustrating when that happens though, I'm telling you. It's my own fault. I should have dug it out first. But to be fair, I wasn't expecting that. There we go. I should have looked at my cardstock properly then, shouldn't I? There. Okay. So, because I've taken all that out, it means you can add colour back on it, right? Which is really handy, because it's changed now the actual cardstock. So whereby before it was really difficult to actually add colour onto, because the cardstock were fighting with me. Obviously when this is dry, the cardstock isn't going to be fighting with me the same, which means I'm going to be able to add colour onto this. So if I take one of my pens, I'm not going to go directly on there, but just scribble onto my mat. I don't know what's on that mat, so scribble onto my block, because that's clean. Scribble onto that block, and I'll be able to pick up colour from there now, like this. See, that's really nice and light, but that's perfect. So now I can start. Let me just see if there's a darker blue. So that means now I can start building up the colour again. So take the colour off to lighten it, that's better. So scribbling on there, that's much better. And then take the water brush and start now, mix the water with the water brush. And then, I've got a water brush that don't want to work either, folks. Honestly, the water brush is not giving me water. It's got water in it, but it's not giving me water. Oh, folks, I'm not swearing, but I've really wanted to swear quite a lot tonight. See, now look how different that is, because we've put paint on. So just like if we put gesso, it gives me now the ability to move that ink. So whereas the cardstock before was definitely not letting me do that, this will. So this will now allow me to play with that ink. Oh, that's better. There, and actually move it. That paint's still a bit wet, so that's definitely not what I wanted it to do. See, so that'll give me that really nice soft blue. So whereby the pen before was all awful, that's much better. There, much better. So I can now start building. I'm building that blue back in, like so. So you get more texture, you get that nice softer background, and you don't get that really horrible blotchy background that wouldn't let me do anything. There, see, mad innit? How different you can make your paint, make your paper, but it is the paint that's done that. You can see there again where I haven't put any paint on that bit, and it's actually giving me loads of texture. I'm not gonna lie, folks, I've really fallen out with that. I hate it. Because it's just not worked, and I don't like it, and it's all gone wrong. But I'm gonna pretend it doesn't matter and show it you anyway. Let's have a little look. Let's have a little look, shall we? And see what it looks like. What time is it? Oh my gosh, it's 8:20 already. It doesn't look great, Kathleen, but thank you ever so much. Actually, it isn't as awful. It isn't as awful. It is actually quite cute. It's just really done me head in. But I'll tell you what, even though the colour is done me head in, the characters have not. I love the characters. So what we've got our lovely little house cat. And the house cat has obviously pinched this place. This is now his. He lives there. Thank you very much. We've then got the lovely little dog. He's kind of like, oh, because he kind of wants to still go in his house, but he can't. And the other one's just legging it. The other one's like, I'm off. I'm out of here. There's a cat in the house and he's terrifying. So that's my little story for tonight. That's all I'm going to do tonight, guys, because I have spent so much time just faffing tonight, haven't I? Oh, I tell you, I do apologise. That was so not very smooth, wasn't it? The first launch that we've done of our own stamps, our own website, and oh, I made it feel like I were walking on Rice Krispies. Next time it'll be smooth, I promise, and I promise I'll share the beautiful cat samples made by the gang because they're so lovely. Obviously, thank you so much indeed. Thank you to everyone who's already purchased the bundle. I can't wait to see what you do with it. That offer is just for this 24 hours, and of course everybody who's buying it we'll be getting that little free sentiment stamp as well. So thank you ever so much. It's been so nice having your company tonight. I know we will be launching this on TV. It will be smaller bundles, so if that's what you're after, we will be doing it as a smaller bundle on TV. On here, this is the only place where you're getting the big bundle, especially at 25 quid saving. We won't be doing that on TV. So thank you ever so much indeed. Oh, great demo. Oh, you're too nice. You're too nice. It wasn't. That were well annoying. That were one of my worst ones, everybody. That were terrible. Well, thank you ever so much. I tell you what, if you've learned anything, it's to look at the back of your cardstock first and make sure it's the right cardstock. Thank you ever. No wrong with that. Well, thank you. You're all very, very lovely indeed. And oh my gosh, I am so going to look forward to Glastonbury. I'll share photographs and I'll make sure you can see if we've got the van or if we're camping or what the weather's doing. Oh yeah, I'm so looking forward to it. So thank you ever so much. I will be back, not next week of course. I've got a box to send down to Mandy, so we've got something for next week, so there's still a lovely little offer. Might be homework packs, so I'll make sure I get that sent down to our lovely Mandy tomorrow. I need to remember to do that. And just a lesson in cardstock. Yes, it was Ellen. What cardstock not to use. But yeah, thank you ever so much everybody. I will see you not next week but the week after on telly. I've no idea what I've got because that's miles away. Alright loves, come on Scotland. Thank you ever so much everybody. It's been really, really nice having your company, and thank you to everybody who's purchased that lovely little bundle. Sorry, I thought I could see a wasp, it's just a fly. Take care everybody, see you soon, have a lovely evening, and thank you our lovely Mandy, and of course our wonderful design team, and what else were I going to say then? And our Clear, because I never mentioned our Clear for doing all our marketing. Anyway, that's enough from me. Good night and God bless. Bye everybody. Bye.